Hi, baby doll. I am sick, and so you're gonna give me some grace on how I look, okay? Especially because the message that I have is so much more important. So we're gonna ignore that, okay? So I did pull some cards. Um, this message is untimed. Whenever you find it is when you're meant to find it. Um, yeah. I got the Tower in reverse. And in this deck, the Tower, the word is release. We've got the Knight of Pentacles or the Knight of Crystals in this deck, endurance, determination. We've got the 10 of Crystals on the bottom of the deck and the 5 of Wands, okay? So if you are in a place in which you are just hitting a wall, you're trying to make deep changes. You're trying to make lasting changes and you don't know where to start. You're struggling with anxiety. You're struggling with depression. The 3 of Feathers in this deck also release, recovery. Perfectionism is your downfall. This is for you. And with it, it is going to come with the homework of reading The Power of Now. I suggest that book all the time. And all of this is stuff that I have that I personally practice. That if you struggle with anxiety and depression, if you struggle with perfectionism, if you struggle with addiction, if you struggle with just not being able to make a change and you're looking for a change and you don't know where to start, this is it. I'm your girl. I'm here to help you out. Okay? So if you came across this and you really want to change your life and you've tried everything and everybody's like, just do it, and you don't know what the heck that means, this is the place, okay? Watch this video all the way through. Presence is the word of the day. Actually, we've got 3 words of the day. So the first word is 4. We're going to say 4, okay? The first word is presence. The second word is practice. The third word is trust. The fourth word is surrender. And the fifth word is faith. I lied. There's 5 words. Okay. So we're going to practice presence. We're going to practice trust. We're going to practice surrender. We're going to practice faith. Okay. All of these will come together into how you're going to change your life. So first thing I need you to understand that presence is staying in the now, staying in the moment that you exist in. Okay. The second thing I need you to understand is that presence is an act of faith. I'm sure you've heard that faith without works is dead. And this is one of those works that you have to do, is staying present, constantly staying present. Trust in the process, okay? And surrender. Surrender, surrender, surrender. Okay? And you're going to ask me, Destiny, how do you do that? What you're giving me all these words, you're giving me what all this kind of stuff, but what does that even look like? Okay? I'm going to tell you what it looks like. These are a few things of what it looks like. Take what resonates, leaves what doesn't. Eat the fish, spit out the bones. Okay? And I'm going to give you things to do, and I'm going to give you the chakra that kind of resonate with the action. So if you want to go and look up that, if you really struggle with this action, or what I'm going to say really hits you, go look up the chakra. You may have a blockage in that chakra, or maybe overactive, or the other chakras are underactive. Okay? Or it just may not be rocking with your system well. So one of the things, being present. So I want to start here, actually. Presence will not make you perfect, but it will help you from being crushed by the weight of all of your imperfections. If you struggle with anxiety or depression or perfectionism, It's usually because you spend too much time in the past or the present, and we need you to past or the future, and we need you to get into the present. Okay. One of those actions is going to be living wholeheartedly. You have to live wholeheartedly. You have to accept yourself wholeheartedly, which means being vulnerable. Okay. This is a heart chakra activity. If you struggle with accepting yourself for all that you are, you may have a blockage in your heart chakra. Being vulnerable with yourself, meaning that being who you are, regardless of where you are, regardless of who's surrounding you. Now, I'm not saying force people to like you. My number one rule is if you don't like me, I'm gonna leave you alone. Okay. I'm not gonna be up in your face. I've learned that the hard way, but I'm still going to be myself regardless. This is heart chakra, solar plexus chakra energy. Okay. Get out of your comfort zone, try new things. You have to trust that it's going to be okay. You have to surrender to the fact that life is trying new things. Life is a new day every day, and trust that you are going to be okay, and that have faith that everything is working out in your favor. Okay. Being present in that moment and not trying to escape the newness because it's scary. Okay. Root chakra activity, you have to overcome that fear. Trust your gut, trust your intuition. Okay. You have to be present in order to do so, because you have to be listening to your body currently. You have to be currently listening to what's happening right now. Not what's happening, not what you think will happen, but what is happening right now. That is when your gut and your intuition talks to you. This is third eye activity, ajna, and crown activity. Okay. Accepting guilt without turning it into shame, accepting when you are wrong without shaming yourself or identifying with it and making it a whole personality. And now you're taking it with you all the time. Okay. If you've done something wrong, you did something wrong, you spilt the milk and you clean it up and you move on. You are not now a milk spiller, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. That is a sacral chakra blockage or sacral chakra activity. Okay. You have to be still. You have to learn how to be still. Being present sometimes means just being still in this moment. Having faith means being able to be still and know that things are still going to work out for you. Okay. An act of faith is being still and trusting that it's going to work out. Surrendering is sometimes sources telling you sit down somewhere, and you have to sit down somewhere. Okay. Speaking your truth, and that is a root chakra activity, being able to be still. Okay. Trusting in the divine, that's also a crown chakra activity. Speaking your truth appropriately. You have to be able to speak your truth. You also have to know the time, the place, and the manner in which to do so. Okay. We want you to be able to speak your truth, but we also need you to know how to use tact and how to do so respectfully and in a way that will make sure that you grow and you're not harming others. Okay. Accepting life's mysteries. You don't have to know everything. You're not going to know everything. You have to trust that some things you will not know and that you can operate even without that. Okay. Speaking your truth authentically is a third chakra activity. I wanted to say that. Accepting life's mysteries. You don't have to know everything. That is a crown chakra activity and a root chakra activity. Being able to move and trust regardless. You're not moving out of fear of what is unknown, and also being connected to the divine and knowing that there are just things that you will not know. Your brain physically cannot handle it, and keep moving and trusting that it will be okay, surrendering to the divine. Okay. Listening to your body and acting accordingly. For example, I am sick right now and I had to take a day off of work because I am sick right now. I was going to go to work because I was like, well, it's not that bad. It's no big deal. But when I actually listen to myself and I accept myself for who I am a person who does not like to be sick around others because, one, I need the rest. And two, I do not like risking others getting sick. Okay. I don't like the risk of them taking that home to their children or someone who's immunocompromised. I do not like that. So I'm going to stay my booty at home. I'm going to get well. I'm going to get better. And then I will return back into the community. Okay. Which is why I'm working with a sick brain right now. I'm struggling. I'm fighting for my life. But I really wanted to share this because I really think that it'll help someone, because it has really helped me. And it was really set on my heart at 3:33 this morning. So I truly believe that it is meant to help someone else. Okay. And we got the world, fulfillment, and we got transformation. So I truly believe that this is meant to help somebody else transform their life. Dreaming big. Having faith is dreaming big and knowing that God's got you. Okay? The dream would not be put on your heart. The call would not be put on your heart. You wouldn't have this calling to you over and over and over again if it was not meant for you to complete. Okay? Okay. And that is, to me, also, I believe it as a all chakras kind of thing. And if you're familiar with the chakras, you may understand why I'm saying that. If you don't, we can definitely talk about that later. To me, that's a little bit more to dig into. Okay. Yeah. But you have to be able to dream big. If you're going to dream big, if you have these big dreams, you have to trust and surrender and have faith that it's all going to work out. Okay. And in order to make those dreams happen, you have to be present in this moment and acting in this moment. You can't act in the past. You can't act in the future. You have to act in this moment. Okay. Accept the past for what it is and moving on. Living in the present means understanding that the past does not exist and the future also does not exist. If you're thinking about the future, if you're planning, even if you're planning dinner, that does not exist until you are there making it happen. Okay. If you are anxious about the future, you are anxious about something that does not exist yet. You can plan. You can do your best to plan. You can use the past as a tool to help you plan for the future, but you cannot live in either one. Okay. And anxiety is living in the past. Anxiety is living in the future based on the hurts of the past, and depression is living in the past and being afraid of the future. At least in me and what I've heard from others, it could be different for you. But if you're watching this video, really sit with yourself, because it's a highly likely chance that that's what you're experiencing, and that's why. Okay. We need you to accept it. We need you to move on. And that means forgiving yourself. That means forgiving yourself and learning to have optimism. Learning optimism, okay? This is the King of Pentacles. You have to have optimism. You have to be innovative. You've got to be smart. You've got to be quick-witted, because you have all of that. You've got to use it, okay? Acting in faith and surrendering is also being willing to learn, being willing to change your opinion, understanding that things change, time changes, and you must change with it. Not your core, not the part of you that's connected to the divine, that is full of love and full of peace, but the part of you that is here in this realm that does not know everything. You have to be able to learn. Now, I'm not saying just drop everything and pick up new shit all the time. No, absolutely not. But I need you to be able to bend and sway and go with the flow. And understand that practicing presence is practicing surrender. You've heard surrender all the time, and it's like, what does that even mean? It means being in this moment and understanding that that's the best that you can do. Okay? Don't fight it. Just be here with me. And accept life's mysteries. Okay? Accept life's mysteries. You are the co-creator of your reality. Co-creator means that you do what you can in this moment and source does the rest. Okay? You have to surrender that. Surrender to that. Have faith in that. Trust that the universe is providing for you. Okay? It's all going to work out. It's all going to be beautiful, especially as long as you commit to that. If you don't commit to that, then we're having a different discussion and we can talk about that another time. But if you're ready to commit to that, go read The Power of Now. If you need a personalized way of how to commit to that in your life and what that looks like for you, book a reading with me and we can talk about it. And in the meantime, go love on yourself and be present. Go have a little meditation. Go cook yourself some good food. Go chill out, okay? But it's all going to be okay. I believe in you. I love you. The next time I see you, I will be in much better spirits. And yeah, enjoy the 11/11 portal tomorrow, okay? Plan something for that. Okay. Bye.